I'm your host, Jacelyn Holmes, and I am now going to share with you about the arts and culture in Nafplio. So if you watched the first video, you already know that I am an international singer-songwriter, actress, voiceover, and I do creative retreats. So art and culture is pretty important to me when I want to come and live somewhere. And Nafplio does the trick. And the best part is most of the things are absolutely free, or you can choose a day to go on the free day. So let me show you what I have for you. Nafplio is a very picturesque town. It's actually like stepping into a painting. And as you take in the sights from the top of the castle of Palamidi, you start to really see the awe and wonder of how nature is able to provide us with such stunning views. Nature is truly a work of art here and all around us. And I'm just overwhelmed by all the beauty that I see when I come to the top of the hill to take in the views from the castle of Palamidi. Of course, there are so many amazing parts of this that create a historical landscape for us to enjoy. And here we see all the town in its glory, as well as the historical architecture of the castle itself. Now, most people drive up to the castle. However, you can be a brave person and take the 999 steps up the side of the cliff. And it's quite a famous walk all the way up. I have not done it yet. Just down from the castle is a wonderful lion that is carved meticulously into the side of the cliffside. And it's quite overwhelming when you walk down the street and you see it parked there in the parquet. Nafplio is an artistic society, so they have the Fuguro Art Center, where it's open to public from locals and tourists and provides amazing free services. I especially love the library that holds books mainly in English, all in arts and culture here at the public library. It's a wonderful place to come and see books from all over the world, displaying the wonderful artifacts of different authors discussing art. And it's also a great place to come and work because I'm a digital nomad. I love to come to places that are air conditioned and have a beautiful setting. Outside the courtyard is a wonderful place for people to engage in activities together, from ping pong to foosball, to have a picnic with family and enjoy this amazing historical building. It also has live music at night. The Art Center is really vibrant at night, and they're also famous for their annual jazz festival. I love coming here, and that's my favorite bartender, Alex. And of course, I perform here as well. The founder of Fugo Art Center, Florica Kyriakopoulos, started this collection in her art gallery that's open to the public 40 years ago. An artist herself, she started in the mid-'80s collecting works of contemporary art that included paintings, sculptures, mixed media, installations, photography, and video. And now the works are drawings of modern art dating back to the earliest 20th century. The whole of Fugaro Art Center embodies this concept. Artworks, craft, handmade objects, and vintage furniture are woven into all its gardens and spaces, adding layers of texture, color, and aesthetics, conversing with all the surroundings, creating a unique art environment accessible to all. The Art Center also hosts weddings and events, just like this wedding. Epidavros is a short drive away from Nafplio, about 15 or 20 minutes, and it's one of the largest ancient theaters in all of the world. And they even host actual theatrical productions of ancient Greek theater in the evenings, and it's quite spectacular.
Για τη δική σας ασφάλεια, αλλά και για την προστασία του μνημείου. Σας υπενθυμίζουμε ότι δεν επιτρέπεται η μαγνητοσκόπηση, η ηχογράφηση μέρους ή όλης της παράστασης, καθώς και η φωτογράφηση ακόμα και χωρίς φλάς.
I believe the greatest shows on earth are provided to us by nature. And here we're having my favorite show, which is the sunset. The sunsets are just absolutely stunning. And from my terrace, I have a view of the castle of Palamidi. What an architectural monument, and what a beautiful way to take in the mountains, the sea, and all that Nafplio has to offer from my very own doorstep. So now that the sun is set, it's time for me to show you the lively arts and culture scene here in Nafplio at night. Let's dive in. Our downtown port is a lively location, and right there in the middle of the sea is Bortzi Fortress. It's so beautiful when the sun is setting to enjoy a nice siparo or ouzo on the promenade, or go for a stroll and take in all the sights and sounds. I especially love looking at all the yachts, the sailboats, and of course the super yachts and cruise ships that come into port. There's always something to do. There's live musicians on the street and wonderful options for food. We also host something called the International Yacht Week, where you see some of the biggest super yachts from around the world attending that festival. The fortress of Palamidi, or the castle of Palamidi, graces us with its presence every evening. And you can see the castle from every viewpoint. Right here we have an old olive tree right in the center of the town and port to remind us of the rich history. My favorite store is called Mixed Colors, and that's because it's this lovely mother and daughter duo who I've gotten to know and very much love. Not only have they provided the town with interesting pieces of fashion that they create by hand, painting or using graphic arts, and they're just so much fun, and I love them so dearly. I would say that Mariana is one of my close friends here in Nafplio. They take meticulous time to create their amazing artwork, from hand-painted objects and fruits and designs on fabrics. They make their own earrings, their own hats. Mariana is a graphic designer, and she creates all the work that are on these beautiful scarves, skirts, and it just is a rich understanding of what can be offered in the Greek culture and arts. They're always doing the artwork while they're there, and we just saw some drawings that Mariana was doing that she'll probably turn into a graphic design. And her mother is an unbelievable visual artist, using her unbelievable skills here to create something on a piece of fabric. This most likely will turn into a dress. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness. I love coming into this store because you never know what these ladies are working on. So we have a mother-daughter designer, artist, and also absolutely beautiful women. This is generational here in the beautiful work that you do. Palakia, we see you. would say that the culinary delights are actually the culinary arts. And, oh, we have the train! We have a train in the middle of the town here in Nafplio. It's super cool. So where was I? I was talking about, I believe that food is an art and I love to cook myself. So here in Nafplio, we have amazing olive oil, olives, honey, tea and herbs, traditional sweets, spirits, dry nuts, and natural cosmetics even made from food. Nafplio is truly an artistic society. Everywhere you look when you're walking along the streets, there's artwork. They put them in the trees. They love to set up their little window shops, but also they spill out onto the streets with all the different ways that they can engage you with what they're wanting to bring you into their store and their world. It's truly artistic. Up, there's our beloved train again. It really does take you all around. Not only the streets are made of artwork, but also the buildings. This is our oldest church, Hagia Sophia, built in the Byzantine period in the 1400s. Open to the public, when you walk in, you are overwhelmed with a very peaceful experience. And everywhere you look, there is unbelievable artwork. They're in the middle of actually restoring this building and, most importantly, making the artwork be more visible. So if you see on the right-hand side, you can really see how vibrant it is, and then in the middle, it's quite dark. I mean, the church was built in the 1400s, restored in the 1700s, and now they're redoing and retouching the artwork so that way we can enjoy it even more. Greece in general has a lot of churches, and the religion that they practice most wildly is Orthodox. My favorite building is this one. Just before the Old Town in Newtown is the National Gallery here. And it is so pretty and really complements the street with its design and architecture. We also have other mini galleries downtown. First exhibition.
It is.
And you're feeling all sorts of different feelings.
Yes. In the beginning I felt awkward and lack of confidence, and I thought that I'm not ready maybe. I'm exposing myself, I'm exposing my soul. And it's always difficult. But with time, it gets better. Siga, we learn.
We learn. Yes, you should be very proud of yourself because it takes a lot of courage to put yourself out there and show the world what you are made of. Speaking of first, this is the first political and parliamental building in all of Greece. Nafplio was actually the capital of Greece before Athens was. How cool is that? This is our main square and downtown core. We are here in the center of Nafplio, and there's lots of things going on, and tonight we have a festival, a big music festival. Check it out. Super cool, and it's really great music. They're both singing in English and in Greek, but it's so amazing to feel the Greek music for the Greek people here. Harris is a very well-known designer here in Greece, and he has one of his flagship stores in Nafplio. Many people come to get one-of-a-kind creations from this amazing fashion designer. And his pieces are coveted because he only makes 2 or 3 of each kind. That also includes jewelry. you're just here in your own store, a very famous Greek designer smoking a cigarette. Oh. This is beautiful. How long have you been making your clothes and products for? We have a translator. 40 years, yes?
40 years.
20 years.
I'm 38.
What inspires you to create art here?
Usually I am inspired by the prints that I made, and then I create the clothes from them. And if you see my prints, usually they're made by the nature or the Greek summer and things like that. I'm sorry for the cigarette, but
No, don't worry. I like it raw and real. And these are some of the prints.
this one is full of flowers.
Greece is also very well known for the art of making sandals. Are you the one that plays guitar? Yes. You make sandals and you play guitar.
Yeah, I'll try.
You try. I'm gonna come back and play with you.
I'll try to play guitar. I know how to make something.
How long have you been making sandals for?
For 25 years.
25 years?
Yeah. I'm not that young.
When your feet are tired, you can come enjoy the outdoor cinema here in Nafplio. Popular movies like Indiana Jones are screened in English and have Greek subtitles. It's pretty amazing to see the theater right under the castle of Palamidi.
My friend and I were trying to save his.
I am on the way to our record shop here in Nafplio because they are going to start selling my music. I have vinyls and CDs and I'm really excited to be able to have them at the local record shop. So let's see. This we will sell here in the local store. You play trumpet?
Yes,
Yes? And what kind of music do you play?
I prefer blues.
Ah, then you might like my album. I have jazz and blues and adult contemporary. The amount of sculptures and art just exhibiting itself on the streets is outstanding here. This is our local promenade going from the new town into the old town, showcasing unbelievable pieces right here on our walking only promenade underneath the castle of Palamidi. If you love walking as much as I do, you're going to love everything here. Well, wasn't that a blast? I had such an amazing time showing you around Nafplio from the perspective of arts and culture. And being an artist myself and being able to be in a community that sees themselves as an artistic society is something that is unbelievably special to be a part of. Not only do I know in my heart that you'll enjoy all the art and culture here that we have for you, but I think that it might even inspire you to see what kind of art you want to create.
And there you have it, another episode of ILTV. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Be sure to hit the subscribe button below, turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on any future videos, and join me for next week's episode.